Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Here, in this tropical climate, the elevation is low and the land is flat. There are no surface rivers or streams. However, just below the ground lies a vast system of the world's largest underground river. A combination of geological events led to the development of this unique ecosystem. Over 65 million years ago, the Yucatan Peninsula was a giant reef covered by several feet of ocean. During the last major ice age, sea levels dropped and exposed the ancient reef. The coral and its dependent marine life would not survive. Jungle eventually grew over the limestone platform that was left behind. After centuries of erosion, a massive cave system was born. Slightly acidic rainfall dissolved the alkaline limestone and made its way through the ground, carving a vast network of caverns and tunnels. Inside the caves, otherworldly formations can be found. Millions of stalactites, stalagmites, and columns decorate these mysterious places, some the size of a pencil and others larger than trees, growing at a rate of just a few centimeters per year. As the Ice Age came to an end, glaciers melted, sea levels rose, and the caves flooded. The volume of water in these rivers is so great that it cannot exist above the surface. It filters its way through the soft porous limestone and settles underground. It is the only source of fresh water throughout the entire Yucatan Peninsula, and like almost all rivers on Earth, it eventually flows to the sea. History has been found here. Carbon dating of artifacts and skeletons, preserved perfectly by the crystal clear water, reveal that humans have been visiting these caves for over 13,000 years. Many of these caverns eventually collapsed, creating what we know today: cenotes, the subterranean rivers and their natural sinkholes, which serve as an entrance to this spectacular world. The Mayans referred to these sacred sinkholes as cenote, which they believed was an entrance to the underworld, where their gods and spirits resided. The ancient Mayans were king astronomers, measuring time and interpreting cycles of the stars. Many of their most important buildings were aligned to correspond with them. The Mayans were philosophers, mathematicians, artists, architects, and warriors. It was they who first understood the concept of zero, and they who first cultivated cacao, papaya, and corn. They developed complex and accurate calendars and perfect pyramids of immense size, all while much of Western Europe remained in the Dark Ages. The Mayans have always known that Tulum is special, that it is magical. In fact, Tulum is the largest of just 3 coastal Mayan cities, where high priests were once trained. And for reasons unknown, this great civilization left this sacred land. Some say it was warfare. Others believe that the Mayans may have exhausted the environment around them. We can all remember a time when we were pushed just beyond our comfort zone. A time when we experienced the thrill of something new, something exhilarating. A moment when the complete unknown went from scary to wonderful, creating a sudden shift that forever divided our lives into before and after. This is exactly what happens for many of us when first discovering Tulum. It's as if a wave of clarity washes over you, and you ask yourself, why have I not been living here my entire life? In recent years, Tulum has become a diverse community of artists, chefs, musicians, healers, entrepreneurs, and explorers. Thousands of people from all over the world now call this place home. And who could blame them? Tulum truly provides everything that you could ever need. Here, you will find clear turquoise water, compliments of the Caribbean Sea, the world's largest underground river for cave divers and thrill seekers, the second largest barrier reef system for marine lovers and coral experts. Throughout the area, there are 92 known Mayan ruins, and even more waiting to be unearthed. And just south of the city, the incredible Siancam Biosphere, a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site extending for nearly 600,000 hectares. Each year, there are more than 300 days of clear skies for those who worship the sun. There are thousands of mammals, birds, and reptiles, and endless jungle for the wild ones. In Tulum, the food is fresh, the music is alive, and the atmosphere is captivating. What more could paradise possibly have to offer?